Hey guys, welcome to my first ever game dev video. I have absolutely zero experience making YouTube videos, so I hope the random 2 or 3 people that do find this video are very thoroughly entertained. So just to give an intro to myself, my name is Jace. I am a full stack developer. I work a full-time job mostly making web and desktop applications, and I've more recently begun my game dev journey, just doing stuff on the side as I work full-time. And so, like many other software developers, I love playing video games, especially as a kid and growing up, and that's kind of what catapulted me into the software development world. I thought, since I love playing video games so much, why don't I just make video games? But that dream has kind of taken the back seat as I've mostly just focused on doing my full-time job as just a regular software developer. So now I'd actually like to fulfill my dream that I had growing up of actually building a video game. I've tried this a couple times in the past. I've started a few small projects. Some of them I finished and I didn't like. But mostly it's just been me starting a video game, barely making any progress on it, and then quitting. So I'm hoping starting now that I can actually see this all the way through to the end. So I have a little bit of experience with game development using 2 different software tools. I've used Unity and I've also used Game Maker Studio 2. I have a bit more experience with Game Maker Studio 2, so that was my tool of choice when deciding to start making this game, and that's what I'm going to stick with. I don't consider myself an expert by any stretch of the imagination, so a lot of this stuff is just trial and error, and it's going to be me learning things along the way. So I hope that I don't have too many bugs when I actually release the game. So now let's actually talk about the game. So I decided to combine 2 of my favorite things as a kid. The first thing is Harry Potter. And this is a picture that I actually painted, and it's the best painting I've ever done. I've probably only ever done 3 paintings now, but this one actually just like stays hung up on a shelf in my room. And my other favorite thing is Pokemon. So my idea was to combine Harry Potter and Pokemon and make a 2D RPG dungeon crawling video game. The game will be called Infernomon, and it'll be available to play on PC. I'll probably have some early gameplay showing on the screen as I talk. Like I said, it's early gameplay, so a lot of this is either going to change or be improved upon as time goes by. I've worked on the game part-time off and on for the last couple of years, so there's a decent amount that's been done, but it's kind of been slow since I've been kind of learning the ropes as a game developer. Typically it's advised for the first video game you release that you don't do a big project, but I decided to not do that, and I'm actually building a game that's probably too big for my first game, but I'm this far in and I am not gonna quit now. So like I said, I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time software developer. So this is just something I work on part-time on the side. So I get maybe a couple hours a night, if that. My game is going to be available on PC. I'm thinking I will release on Steam, but as we get closer to actually releasing the game, things may change if I find a better platform to release on. So now to kind of get into the story of what the game will be about. So Infernomon are creatures that live in this purgatory-like world, and they are possessed by a dark magic. And in this world, there is a portal that takes you to Earth, and the Infernomon are encroaching upon this portal in hopes of entering the portal, traveling to Earth, and destroying all the inhabitants on Earth. So your character is going to be an elf, witch, or wizard who is responsible for defending the Earth portal. So your character is going to go to school and learn to fight and use magic to fight back against the Infernomon in hopes of defending Earth. So when you fight an Infernomon and delete it, you destroy the dark magic within them, and they are basically broken down into their base life elements called essences. You will then take these essences and combine them together to conjure an Infernomon of your own, and these Infernomon will fight alongside you as you fight back against more Infernomon. So now to kind of talk about the gameplay loop. As you venture out and fight Infernomon in these increasingly difficult dungeons, you will acquire loot. You will acquire more powerful weapons and armor and items that'll make you even stronger the next time you venture out into the dungeon. So after you beat a dungeon, you'll then go back to the school where you'll learn 4 different school subjects. There will be conjuring, potion making, enchanting, and gem crafting. There will also be quests that you get for each of these different school subjects, And completing these quests will make it so the items and spells and armor and weapons that you get are even more powerful when you go and fight other dungeons. So that's a very quick, broad overview of what the game is going to be. In future videos, I'll obviously go into a lot more depth and talk about the different Infernomon, all the different items that you can use, the different armor. I'll go into more detail about the different school subjects. I'll also talk about Game Maker Studio 2 and go into maybe some detail on the programming that goes into making a game. And I'll also talk about the creation of the assets that we have in the game. So I hope you guys will stick around for the next video as we go into more detail and as I get better at making videos and as I get better at actually making my game. I'm excited to start this devlog journey, and I hope that whoever comes with me along the way has a good time, even if that's one person. Even if that one person is just my wife. Anyways, thanks for whoever watched this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.